Today I fucked up by allowing my 10-year daughter to play an adult video game. This all happened over the several months we have been isolated. My daughter is really into horses. She takes lessons and competes in dressage. So naturally she loves to play Star Stable. If you are not familiar, it is an online PC horse game where you can buy different horses and equipment and do lots of different horse stuff. This game is a money pit. First it is like $70 up front, but then you have star coins that you can use to buy in-game items. My daughter is constantly looking for ways to get money to buy these coins. I personally have an issue with spending real money on fake online items. It gets expensive very quickly. So I come up with the brilliant idea of playing Red Dead Redemption 2. My wife is like, "Are you sure this is a good idea?" Of course it is. It's a horse game. You can purchase different equipment for your horses. It has realistic graphics and an open world map. It's just a one-time upfront cost, and I can play it too. What could go wrong here? I did not really expect her to get into the storyline and assumed she would just roam around on different houses and stuff. Fast forward to this last weekend. It is my wife's birthday and we are in the kitchen getting ready for a small get-together. My daughter is playing Red Dead, which she has really gotten into it. I did not realize how far along in the game she was. And this is where the FU comes in. She comes into the kitchen crying her eyes out and is utterly destroyed. Apparently she finished the game, and if you are familiar with the ending, it was not good. Everyone died. She had become quite attached to the main character and was destroyed with the ending. My wife is mad, my daughter is inconsolable, and I am in trouble. Too long didn't read. There is a reason they have adult ages on video games. Not going to lie, I felt exactly like your daughter after I finished that game. So I understand her pain. There are ENT-rated games that are sad too. I say it's pretty cool you got her into playing a game like that. I was playing stuff like that at her age. Red Dead Depression. Oh, your poor daughter. Badass though for her to be playing a game like that. My boyfriend plays it and I always think it looks bo. Today I fucked up but I don't know how to play it. Anyway, if she is still interested in playing a different kind of horse game, try to get her into The Sims 3. It is a pets expansion pack that has horses in it. You can do lots of great horse related stuff in it. LOL. That's too funny. Even children can't resist a good story. Just let her know that this will probably be the first of many times that a beloved main character dies in a game or movie. It's all about enjoying the time we have with them. I remember playing Far Cry 2 and losing your buddies. It's a bummer. Today I fucked up by getting Frisky on the 50. Obligatory. This happened about 5 years ago. My sophomore year of high school, I began dating my first ever girlfriend, which came with a lot of other firsts, including getting caught butt-ass naked on the 50-yard line of our high school's football field by the police. My girlfriend and I had recently begun experimenting with running the bases together and decided it was time we head for the home run, and lose those pesky V cards. As we talked about how we could make it a special experiment, I had the idea to sneak onto our football field and have a romantic candlelight max session in the middle of the night. It was a small rural town, y'all. Our choices were limited. We get blankets, candles, a Bluetooth speaker, drinks, and then make our way down to the field around 1 AM. The whole time we're giggling like crazy. What if we got caught? Or do you think anyone is out here? Or what if someone else is already here doing the same thing? Get our things set up right on the 50-yard line, and begin the shenanigans. Fast forward to us finally naked, ready to seal the deal. Just as the moment arrived to begin, we get hit with a spotlight. A police car was parked up the hill from us at the stadium gates and had their big Olay spotlight shining right on us like we were the halftime show at an NFL game. The cop's voice rang over his loudspeaker, "Please come to my car immediately." I tell her to run and we take off across the field completely naked, as he follows us with the spotlight, which was definitely glaring off of my pasty white ass. As we hit the fences on the other side of the stadium we realize there's no way we can get out, and our phones, wallets, and keys are still in the middle of the field. Resigned, we power walk our way back to our things. I gave her my clothes to put on since she had a rather elaborate outfit on earlier, and I wrapped myself in a blanket. We walk to the cop to talk to him, the whole time sweating bullets. Cop, what are you doing out here at night? Other than the obvious. Me, just stargazing, it's a lovely night. Cop, sure. You can't be out here, you're trespassing. Are you students at the school? Me, yes. Cop, names please. Me, John and Jane. Cop, thank you. Now get yourselves home. We were thoroughly embarrassed, but thought we had gotten off clean all things considered. Until Monday of school the next week. We get called into the office, and long story short the cops told the school and we both got suspended for 2 weeks. I was also kicked off of the football team for abusing field access. Needless to say, I fucked up getting Frisky on the 50. Her parents were strict Mormons, and their reaction is a whole other story. Too long didn't read, I almost lost my virginity on a football field, got caught naked, and kicked out off the football team. Bro, in those situations don't tell him a real name lol. I was naked and afraid lol. That's too bad, my HS girlfriend and I got away with it a ton. I wasn't sure if this was going to be a story about you groping 50 Cent and narrowly escaping alive under a hail of gunfire. That cop was a dick. You weren't hurting anyone. You gotta be a special kind of heartless to cock block a couple of teenagers lol. The few thing I'm wondering are, why TF is there a cop coming to the football field in the middle of the night, who called him to ruined your first time, and why the FCK that asshole is reporting that to the school. I mean, you're not doing it public. He told us he saw a car in the parking lot and needed to check it out. To this day I don't understand why he called the school, but I guess he was just power tripping. Today I fucked up by putting weed on the microwave. Well, I've been staying at my mother's house because of COVID, but I like to smoke some blunts at the end of the day and I always buy some at the start of the month so I can have weed trough the rest of the month. But this month eventually I smoked a little more and suddenly I had no weed. 4 months ago I planted a little cannabis seed and I had it on my attic. It is now grown and it has what will become to be full grown buds. Wish they are not yet. As I had no weed I started to think about what would happen if I croaked some weed straight from the plant which is not ready yet to smoke. So I went on Google to search how could I smoke it. I found some people saying that I had to cure it, dry it, so it would be smokable. And then I went to find some way to dry it quickly instead of leaving it to the sun for 1 month. So I found a post on a forum titled Nuke It. In general he said to put it on the microwave on 750 watts. So I went to try it and I just put the wheat directly on a kidnap and to the microwave for like 30 seconds. When I opened it a giant cloud of smoke came out of the microwave. I thought it was on fire. But it was just all the weed I putted in there just vanished to smoke. My mother's kitchen was totally full of smoke and with the most hash smell of weed I've ever felt. The next day in the morning it still smelled like weed on the entire house. My mum is still pissed. Too long didn't read. Update, I forgot to say that the weed was actually super dry when I took it out and I still smoked it on the little room I have on my attic. I got really high TBH and now I've done it like 3 more times but I put it inside of a Tupperware. You deserve it, but at least you got stoned. Heart. You can use a convection right oven but it is a waste. Wait till it is ready and hang dry for a week. What's the smell of weed? You ever been to the back of the library? Just reading this I know you were high typing. The real question is, does that still count as smoking weed? I just updated it. I forgot the best part. I'm high.